In this video, we're doing another example with trichotomy. And remember that trichotomy is the set of not equal to, greater than, and less than. Remember, tri means three, and we have 1, 2, 3 types of relationships that are not equalities. So we have these 3 relationships. They're called the trichotomy. They're not an equality. There are 4 different ways to describe the relationship between something: equals or not equals or greater than or less than. And everything that's not an equality, this is an equality here, everything that's not an equality, not equal to, greater than, or less than, are the trichotomy of inequality relationships. So in this particular problem, we've been asked to graph the solution set of negative x plus 6 not less than 3, where the domain is all natural numbers. So what we want to do in this case is solve this inequality for x. And the way that we'll do that is first by subtracting 6 from both sides. So we'll say minus 6 and minus 6. When we do that, on the left-hand side of the inequality, we'll get negative x plus 6 minus 6. Those will cancel and become 0. And we're going to say not less than 3 minus 6 is a negative 3. Now we need to solve for positive x, and we have a negative x. That means we need to divide or multiply both sides by negative 1, so negative 1. And remember, whenever we multiply or divide in an inequality by a negative number, we have to flip the sign on the inequality. So instead of not less than, we need to make this not greater than. So our negative signs will cancel here, and we'll be left with x over 1, or just x. So we're going to get x is not greater than negative 3 over negative 1 is a positive 3. So now we can say that x is not greater than 3. We want to graph this because we've been asked to graph the solution set. So if we go ahead and draw a number line like this, and we put 0 here, and we put 3 here, and we'll make this 1 and 2, we know that x is not going to be greater than 3. So everything to the right of 3, we know, is out of the solution set. So that's not going to be in the solution set. So we would say then that our solution is going to be everything equal to 3, because that's another option, or less than 3. So everything this way. However, we have to go back to the domain always, and our domain tells us that it only includes natural numbers. Remember, natural numbers are our counting numbers, and it doesn't include 0. So natural numbers start with 1, and then it's just the whole numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So we're not going to include 0, and we're only going to include the whole numbers in between 0 and 3. So instead of this orange set here, the set actually becomes just the points 1 and 2, because the domain is natural numbers and we can't have fractional values or decimal values in our natural number set. It's only going to be these whole numbers of 1, 2, and 3. We need to make sure we include 3 because we say x not greater than 3, so it can't be 4 or 5 or 6, but it can be equal to 3, and it can be 1 and 2, but 0 and all the negative integers are not included in the natural number domain. So then our solution set is just these 3 points, 1, 2, and 3, and we could go ahead and write the solution this way as the set 1, 2, 3, like this.